Hello everyone, in this video I'm gonna share my experience how to solve a problem of SQL from Leetcode.com. Here's we got a problem and the title of the problem is the number of employees which report to each employee. The level of this problem is easy and this problems is talking about advanced select and joins. Yeah, we got a table here, one table, and the name of the table is employees. Inside the table there are 4 columns including employee ID, name, reports to, and age. And the table give us informations about the employees and the ID of the manager they report to. Some employees in the table employees do not report to anyone, or the column reports to is null. And the employee ID is the column with unique values for these tables. Next, we read the information. First is, for this problem, we will consider a manager, an employee who has at least one other employee reporting to them. And the question, we should write a solution to report the IDs and the names of all managers, the number of employees who report directly to them, and the average age of the reports round to the near integer. Then we return the result table order by employee ID. So here we got a table and the columns, they are employee ID, name, reports to, and age. And the output that Leetcode.com expect us to display is employee ID, name, reports count, and average age. The explanation of the output is Hersey, which is the name of the employee, has 2 people report directly to him, which is Alice and Bob. Their average age is 41 plus 36. 41 for Alice and 36 for Bob. And then we sum these 2 employee ID, the age of the employee, and then we divide it by the 2. So we got the average number of these 2 age of employee ID. Next is we have to round the result to the nearest integer, because we got a result from the average of these 2 employee, which is 38.5. So we round it to the nearest integer, and the result is 36. Alright, if we take a look to our information, the first step is we have to find a manager who a manager is an employee who has at least one other employee reporting to them. So we have to find the manager. Let's write our query. So here we already find the managers and the IDs. Next is we have to find the number of employees who report directly to them and the average age of the reports. So we count the employee ID as report count. Then we find the average of the age. Alright, here we got a result of our query, but it didn't match enough to the expected output from leetcode.com. To find the right answer is we have to find the number of the reports count and the average age. So assume that we already find the managers who has at least one other employee reporting to them, which is employee ID and the name. And then we find the number of employees who report directly to them and the average age of the reports. So what we have to do is we have to join, because this problems is talking about advanced select and join. So we have to self join of the table employees. Alright, so here is our query, and it's matched with the output from leetcode.com, and the query that we create is accepted. And I'll explain the query. So assume that the employee ID and the name is the ID and the name of all managers from the table 1, which is employees alias E1. And then to find the number of employees who directly report to them and the average age of the reports is in another table. So we self join the table employees. And yeah, the second table that we self join is E2. And we use the primary key on the first table, which is employee ID, with the reports to in the second table, which is E2. And then we group the result by the employee ID, and we order the result with the employee ID. So here is the first table to search or to find the ID and the name of all managers, and here is to find the number of employees who directly report to them and the average age of the reports. So if we submit, Alright, accepted. Maybe that's it from me. I'm sorry if there is still any mistake. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.